Tyler King back on the Eagle 100.9 as the Oilers win in shutout fashion in Spruce Grove 2-0. We're joined on the postgame show by Oiler assistant coach Reed Nadowich. And Reed, let me give you the floor to first talk about the goaltending tonight and the defensive effort of your team. Amazing game for Christian Green, but I felt the players in front of him, really left it all out there on the ice, doing their best job to make his night as effective as it could be as well.
Yeah, every night our goal and mindset is to make sure that he's our best player, right? We need him in situations when we fail, mess up. He's there to bail us out, and he did an unbelievable job from the back end in terms of their puck movement, just being in front of things, tons of block shots, forwards managing pucks, being simple, getting out to the points, aggressive, and then when we did, all those fail safes went down. Greener was there to bail us out. Some unbelievable saves, managed the game well. Just super proud of him. And
just so different from the last two times that these two teams have played each other, especially as well on the offensive side, where you do get maybe only 2 goals, but offensively I felt you generated way better than those first 2 games against the Spruce Grove Saints. And how big was Owen McNeil in being a catalyst for that to happen, especially because you were short of forward too?
Absolutely. I think you look at what we did in the second period, just mass producing the shots, and obviously, not a ton of goals with regards to it, but I think, power play brought us a lot of momentum in terms of the offense with it, and then just like that shooting mentality. A lot of good situations where we weren't overthinking it, just getting things on, guys going to the net, and, again, only 2. But I think a lot of positive looks and positive opportunities.
Well, you say only 2, and rightfully so, but I wonder how big it is for this team to have a game that establishes, yes, we could have a game where we might only score 2 goals. We might come up against an opposing goalie who actually had a pretty darn good game. Honestly, made 30 saves. We can do that and still win the game.
Yep, those 1-0, 2-0 games that are huge, big character builders in the sense of it, and just shows when everyone kind of buys into what we want to do, what we can accomplish there.
And the buy-in is huge, especially considering who is not available to you tonight, guys who are always big catalysts when they have the puck in Huck Silverberg and Ryland Brown. But then you have Logan McGowan laying out for shot blocks like he always does. Dean Spack winning some big board battles in this one too. How have you felt in this game especially, guys stepped up to fill what were obvious voids in the lineup with those guys not being available?
Well, I think those guys being out, it's opportunities for other guys to step up, right? And I think, we finished that game with 9 forwards. So it's not one of those ones. You can go out, you can have a bad shift, but you're going right back up. So it's short memory in terms of that stuff. One guy I don't think we mentioned yet was Tapper, who I thought was absolutely like dynamic, shifty, set up a lot of different plays. One in that second with that backdoor to Duel, which I wish he probably wishes he had back there. But just a lot of guys, stepping up in those situations.
Yeah, Tapper at the very least could have had 3 or 4 in this game, no question. So now we get back to the kind of schedule we're used to. Had all these nice little, just couple weekend games. Now back to 4 games in the span of next week before you guys get to go on that Christmas break. Big home game coming up on Tuesday night against Camrose. They are having themselves a real struggling season, but the capability that team has. You guys are familiar with a lot of players on that roster as well. What are the big points to work on with a short rest before you get back at it on Tuesday?
Obviously, like the biggest thing with us right now is just worrying what we can control, and that thing is that day off tomorrow is crucial. We need to make sure we manage and rest, recover, get some guys in the lineup. Obviously, it's going to be another situation where we have some affiliates and kind of get going from there. AP is another one too, talking about guys who stepped up tonight, like what you got Boyce in the sense what pace and speed he brought. Patani, another one, situations, right, very managed, moving pucks, all those things. So with the way this season's panned out, thank God we have some good APs in the system there.
You got like 2 teams worth of players that have played for you so far. Reed, appreciate it as always. Best of luck on Tuesday night. Congrats on the big win.
Thanks, King.